By show of hands, how many of us in this room have used a plunger? Wow, quite a few of you. Thank you for participating because I have never come to use one. My first opportunity to kind of think about one though came when I was 7 years old, and that incident included a Barbie and a lot of stupidity. I would later come to find out that this would be one. Well, I would later come to find out that this problem would be the first of many to teach me practicality. When I was 7, I was your typical child. Rowdy, didn't care about anything. My only problems consisted of whether Kristen had more snacks than me at recess or if Maya beat me in Heather roll that day. My problems were really minor because of the fact that my family was very affluent. I mean, to this day, I'm pretty sure, if not very sure, that my dad made at or more than 6 figures for his yearly salary. My mom used this opportunity to enroll me and my siblings in countless tutoring classes, sports lessons, and extracurriculars. My family held a lot of importance in those things, probably because we're Asian. I definitely didn't think that I would have to prepare for the absolute worst, and by that brings me to how my curiosity always got the better of me. According to my family, I had a natural fascination with the toilet. My mom will tell you that I flushed down things from coins, toys, clothes, and even my mom's wedding ring.
Oh.
I one day had a brilliant idea to flush down my prize Barbie. I walked into the bathroom, giggling, closed the door, still giggling, put my Barbie into the toilet, giggling even harder, and flushed down the Barbie. If you didn't know, Barbies aren't really meant to be flushed. And so the water started rising and rising and rising. And at the same time, my panic starts to go from here to here to here. As it starts to reach the top, I start to absolutely panic. I grab things, everything in my sight to try to absorb the water to no avail. So I just keep looking around, flailing my arms, and I finally see a stick. The mushroom-looking stick. And I wondered, that's always there. It must be useful. But I was 7 years old, so I had no idea what that was for. So I just continued to kind of scream and internally combust the whole time. This brings me to a point. All of the money put into my lessons, my extracurriculars, my sports, did nothing to teach me one of the basic life skills of practicality. To plunge. This wasn't the last time that a major problem would really set me back in my life. After my parents separated, my entire world shifted from riches to rags instead of the typical rags to riches story. I had to assimilate into a new culture, a new cultural background even, from predominantly Caucasian to predominantly Mexican. And on top of this, I have to get used to a new geographical location when I had just gotten used to my hometown, which is Palos Verdes. On top of all of this, I had to tell myself no more pretty clothes, no more good food, and no more Bailey Jamba juices after school. Like I said, I was really rich. I continued to learn how to survive for a grueling 10 years almost in a depressed state. I remember being 16 years old, and I laid back, I reclined the seat of my '98 Honda Civic, and I thought to myself, through tears, what kind of 16-year-old has to think about getting money to not go hungry? What kind of 16-year-old has to worry about finding money to pay for gas so that she can drive herself to school and drive herself to work and then to home? What kind of 16-year-old has to worry about covering people, her coworkers, to work double shifts so that she could just earn $50 more that day? And after all of these things, I would go home to find out that there's no food. I would go home to hear my baby sister screaming, and in the midst of all this, my new parents would probably just be arguing. But through all of these struggles, I learned collectively through all these struggles that I can really learn from each of these incidents to become more realistic and more practical in my life. I would also become stronger, not just spiritually, but mentally in a sense. I was given a major head start, as I like to say, in this race of trying to figure out what we need to do in our daily lives. I, like most people, thought that success came purely from school and sports and social networking, but I come to find out that that's not where you get street smarts. Starting from the toilet incident, I found that I really parallel how I learned from all of these things to really know how to just figure things out and think a different way about this world. For example, I know how to file countless tax forms because I was employed so many times. I learned how to cook, wiping material. Also, driving a terrible car means that I'm extremely good, as I think, at parallel parking and back parking without a camera. Another thing that comes with driving a terrible car is that I know all the parts under the hood because everything broke at some time. So there's always something to take away from seemingly really depressing events. You have to remember, although cliche, that academics and sports don't hold absolutely everything, and that they won't teach you some of the life skills that you're going to need, especially now. And I'm thankful for my past struggles because I really think that that's why I'm here now. I'm stronger, I'm more stubborn in a good sense, and I'm more prepared for really just for any other struggle because I survived every other one. Everyone had problems in their past, whether it be friends or from family, that seemed to really destroy us, but we became stronger through all those experiences. And I wish that we can maybe all look back at our struggles and kind of laugh and be confident in what we have learned. Because today, I can say that I definitely can plunge with confidence.